Staying put. They're going for it.
Watch the twitch.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Fourth down, Kaiser. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Darnold now to throw. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll run here with the former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's baby shot. Sponge. No. Mike, 51.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Check nickel. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They run with a former Eagle and Dolphin, Jay Ajayi, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down now, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. On third down, Michel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They run for it with a Ajayi. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 50, check 50. Watch out, watch out.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, Michel. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Check 3, check 3.
On 2nd down now, Michel. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
To throw on third down. Kaiser. Flushed out right. It's complete. James White. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On first down, Darnold. A screen to Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Darnold completes it, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39. Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This is Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 1, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Now Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Caught here by Griffin. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Check. Crunch.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Ready? 51 to the mic. Let's go. Check. Hot route. Hot.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten up. Ready? Switch it. Come here, switch it.
Here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. The big fella, the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Deuce. Ready? Switch. Kill.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Watch twist.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be set.
At the 49-yard line.
Check 26. Check.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Alpha.
Ready? Here we go.
Darnold. And Walker has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Carl Nassib, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things. They didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch.
Again, it's Michel. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
53, Mike 53. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Out. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
They're not ready to run it.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Jordan Willis able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 43. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, it's Bell. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Watch 54. Come on, D. Tighten up.
Hey, watch this.
the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
New England on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
To throw, Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Kaiser. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Kaiser now. He's going to air one out. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 3 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And it's Michel once again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Kaiser trying to lay one up deep, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Kaiser to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Check.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Kaiser on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Mike 51. I don't think you got it, sir.
They'll run on first down. Bell. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first down, it's Bell. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Check, ready. 18 Gator. 53's mine.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. 20, 10, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
He's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Shit. Check safety.
Tight dog.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they remain as hot as anyone.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, this for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When it's not savers, you be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, flash. I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. That I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck.